So this is a song that we wrote, that I wrote with my friend Mike Richardson, who's from southern West Virginia, and it's about the coal mining wars in West Virginia in the 1920s, called the Battle of Blair Mountain. 2, 3, 4. Find a vein, drain the black gold, hoping to God that the timbers hold. Like my father before me, it's all I know. We live only to harvest coal, harvest coal. Mine owner's mercy, about as shallow as a grave. We're living in shanty towns, we ain't got no say. 14-hour shifts, such a meager wage. And Mother Jones can't help us now anyway. Anyway, we take the roads, we take the trains by force. Oh, deliver us love from the gathering stores. Lay down your Bibles, take up your guns. Blair Mountain, here we come. Oh, here we come. Red bandanas that tell us what side you're on. Yeah, we're the rednecks of the Union 1921. We'll leave tonight at 13,000 strong and take the fight to Blair Mountain before the dawn, before the dawn. We'll take the roads, we'll take the trains by force. Oh, deliver us love from the gathering stores. Lay down your Bibles, take up your guns. Blair Mountain, here we come. Oh, here we come. Oh, I fight for my father, still buried in the mines. I fight for my son, so he'll have a better life. We're soldiers of the Great War, and it don't seem right to treat a man like a dog just to make a dime, just to make a dime. We'll take the roads, we'll take the trains by force. Oh, deliver us love from the gathering stores. Lay down your Bibles, take up your guns. Blair Mountain, here we come. Oh, here we come. Here we come. So find a vein, drain the black gold. You better hope to God that those timbers hold.
Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. How we all doing, folks? How we all doing? Good news, I'm an audio major. Oh, sweet. As long as it dies quietly. Mentally super tired, that's fair. Same, honestly. Got bad news about DSA. What? Let's see, how we doing? Hello, Samantha's Trains. Hello, Cliff. Hello, Salmon Moose. Hello, Robin's Aviary. Hello, Craig. Hello, John Bainbridge. Hello, Banana Brains. Hello, Comrade Girl 2018. Hello, Nocturnal 88899. Hello. Are you an audio major in Minnesota? Minnesota? There's so much drama and allegations on leftist Twitch. What? I'm genuinely so out of the loop. What's happening? Hello, Battle of Blair Mountain 2, aka I'm the Cheese Wizard. Hello, Quiet Kitsune. Hello. A shit ton of different things. Did like a bunch of like did like a drama nuke go off or something? A link to a train video. God, I love trains. I don't want to get into it in chat because I don't want to be banned in places. Oh, okay. That is all right, because I just have no idea what's going on, and you know, I think I'm okay with that. We have non-DSA members infiltrating groups. How exactly does that work? How would a non-DSA member be in like one of the DSA caucuses? That doesn't check out. I saw an article about someone who put a teeny tiny model train on their graphics card. That sounds adorable. Yeah, like if you want to be in one of the caucuses, you just join DSA, right? There's not like a heavy vetting system. You just pay your dues and you're in DSA. Like if you're not in the DSA, you can't just like go to the caucus meeting. That's my understanding anyway. Malachi is here. Hello, Malachi. Hello, Ketabingo Rising Revengeance. Yeah, it's an earlier stream, but I'm also not going to be streaming for a long time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. If you guys manage to make it to let's say 250 subs, I will finish the Rudyard video today. But barring that, I'm gonna be playing some Outer Worlds too. Got a huge gash in my bike tire today. No clue what I hit. While you were riding your bike, did you perchance feel a large thump, like a gung? And then you didn't look behind you because you thought it was too big of a bump, and you didn't want to see what you might see if you looked behind you. Jack, you need to have a drink, a nice liquor. I don't have a nice liquor, but I do have a nice water. No, the road is smooth. Okay, I just watched an Alfred Hitchcock movie. So, my mind is on the subject of murder. Preemptive stretch? That's a good idea. Ugh. But, like, how do you know there are non-members in, like, trying to infiltrate a caucus? Like, how would that even work? Like, what's the mechanism? Why am I so seductive with no pussy? Girl, same. Hello, Geodragon. This an Outer Worlds stream? It's about to be. You know, it's surprising how seductive people can be without pussies sometimes. Trying to miss spoilers? Ah. Well, we are going to have some spoilers, so I do apologize.
Nice uranium shield gadget you got there. It's not an Auntie's Choice product, so it might actually work as advertised.
They can't, they cannot fathom the autistic T-girl riz. Yeah. The rat men need their king after all? What? The rat men, no. Like, wait a minute. You think Curtis Lewa is king of the rat men? Number one, what makes you think the rat men have a king? Number two, why the hell would it be Curtis Lewa? The one who's been massacring them in the sewers. No. Sliwa would never voluntarily run a rat men nation. The very phrase rat king? Yeah, but like a rat king in their society is more of an oracle. Kind of like the precogs from Minority Report. It's similar to that, but it's more a religious oracle rather than a political office. You have to understand, the rat men are very advanced creatures. What's wrong with day drinking? Absolutely nothing. Just, you know, be safe. What time zone? The time zone is... It's 5 o'clock where I'm at, so you don't have to feel bad for trying to get me to start drinking. Alright. What am I doing at the moment? What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, I have to return to the bartender. I mean, alright, I can do that. I can do that 9 times. Can I be the community's designated day drinker? No, that's not a thing. Free Palestine? Fuck yeah. How we all doing today, folks? Hello, Marrow Cat. Alright. Can I be the designated day boofer? Also not a thing. The autistic T-girl riz is huge. Like, why y'all think 80% of Chad is transbians, right? And sometimes... You know, there's not really... Why is there a term for like a trans lesbian, transbian, but not a term for like trans bisexual? Or trans pansexual? Can I be the designated stoner? I'll allow it.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good? Not terribly.
My only field-bound companion. I just don't get why we have to buy our own weapons from our own merchants. Got people missing children.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information?
Pantran? Pantran, it has a nice ring to it. Prospero asked me for some glacial-aged whiskey. Do you have any in stock?
Oh, sure. Got it right behind the bottled gold and spiced silver. No, I ain't got any fancy booze for our in-house drunkard. And if he wants to know if I do, he should come and ask me himself. Or better yet, focus on his upcoming set.
Okay. We've been to the camp you wanted us to look at.
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired.
Wasn't easy, but we did it.
Unraveling the truth of things was anything but simple. Considering the circumstances and your nature as an outsider, I think you did well.
I'm surprised. Didn't know
Maybe
if you had
Chad
it
is
in
just
ya,
gay?
especially
True.
with an arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed.
Trans gay?
Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a key card to get you down there. You mind?
I think I see what you're getting at. I'll check it out.
Sharp. I like it. Thank you kindly.
I mean, it wasn't that sharp. We're on a criminal space station. Honestly, I'm not sure why you bothered to hide it here, but yeah, that's all right. And it also reminds me that I can finally break into this safe.
You need coveralls. We got coveralls.
Meals currently sold with both salt and pepper. Available today only.
There we go. Hello, you diva.
As it happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being nervous does not, in fact, help one not be nervous.
Any snap updates? As far as I know, not yet. Some people are saying that they are, on the Discord, are saying that they've gotten benefits in certain states. I'd encourage anyone who is in a state where there's some uncertainty about benefits payouts, post in the mutual aid part of the Discord, just so we can kind of get an idea of what's happening. I want to hug my partners, but all are long distance. Oh, I'm sorry, Awesome Stella. Which chat is gayer, Twitch or YouTube? It's definitely neither. It's riverboat.gg. That's where all the hotties hang out. Probably. Someone put in an order for a bottle of iceberg aged whiskey.
My friend, excellent. Thank you. Very well, you wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid tale of drama and woe?
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Everyone knows that the free market's captain was a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it. The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure. With nothing to live for, the aggrieved captain sent the free market into a suicidal tailspin. The crew attempted to wrest the controls from her to save them from their fate, but alas, too late. That's all I know. I thank you for your help once again. And now I must get ready for my set.
Huzzah! I heard there's a broken light down here. I'm a plumber. I've been called to check the pipes. Alright. Look at us. Fancy piano. Guy standing there all ominously.
How about this? I recruited a protectorate subject direct light from Bastion, middle of a protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for withholding my applause.
You're jealous of my charms.
Yeah, real
Quickly,
jealous.
thanks for the $5
Some
dono.
of the
I just
half-dozen
realized I
Asiatic
have the
execs I
opportunity to be
recruited
the
last
stream's
week.
first donation
We're all
today.
just
You
vomiting
do?
with
Remember to
envy.
have a drink in my honor and enjoy some hedonism.
Ah, hell yeah. I've been enjoying hedonism all day. Just so we're clear. I'm not anti-hedonism in moderation. What is this game? Outer Worlds 2. It's the sequel to the Outer Worlds. It's very good. If you like Fallout New Vegas, you're gonna like this. And I know a lot of you bitches, and I say that with all the love in my heart, are very gay and trans due to Fallout New Vegas. So this game, right up your alley, alright? As we all know, Fallout New Vegas trans many of us. And I'm doing my part to spread the gospel / propaganda, okay? This place isn't very impressive. Not a lot of fun goodies in here. What is the whooshing sound I'm hearing sometime? Okay.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses.
Ooh. Thought Sub Rosa was supposed to see me as a friend. Why make me jump through hoops?
My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body. Though, when it comes to Protectorate arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am,
The gunplay
you
is much
must
better
know
than
why I'm
Fallout.
here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
Yes, I knew there'd be intrigue.
More than I'd care for there to be. But the
Hello,
important
Jazz
part
Dog.
is that I was correct. I knew I was right to be suspicious.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys.
The gunplay is really good.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards.
But it is an RPG.
Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
Okay. Did I just recruit a companion?
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
Now, it's not smart for me to try and do this. But, you know... Just, don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Got a cloak driver, got a bunch of bits. Any secrets in here, though? Titus Androidicus? I love it. I love the humor in this game a lot. What's this? Belvedere Stouts. Okay. Anything else in here? Doesn't appear. So. Well, I do have to say, the pickpocketing perk is really fucking good. It's really stupid how often you can get away with shit like that. Also, what even was the armor that I stole? Let's see here. Was that it? No. Bounty gains decreased by 50%. Oh, was it the armored suit? Enemies lose awareness of the player 50% faster. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good look. It is a good look though. I want to know what my spiffiest outfit is, so we're gonna be doing a little fashion show. It's pretty good. Nah. Nah. That one's pretty good, though. Native species, This one's also really good. Leaded marksman suit. That's pretty neat. Salvaged armor. Corporate drone armor. That's actually not terrible looking. Zane's armor. Agent armor. Peacekeeper armor. Plate armor. Membrance. Conglomerate. Membrance Mark II. Protective ensemble. Ooh, 20% wait. Okay. Yeah. This is still, I think, the coolest outfit I have. Which is, of course, why... Ah. There we go. Creepy. All right.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well.
I'm waiting for much CPU about
Libations or
nothing. Hell
information?
yeah.
What's your poison?
The Cheese Wizard, welcome to riverboat.gg. All right. Do I have enough of a card collection now to, like, I don't know, talk with this lady?
Back. If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports card collection, though you shall not prevail.
I have some here, and guard!
Sporting! Let us do battle. A not unimpressive display, closing in on my own.
Ugh.
With perhaps a handful more, you just might defeat me.
God damn
but
it.
today, you do not. You'll have to return to do battle
I'm
at
the
a
only gay
later
left
point.
in Twitch chat.
Train, collect, and
What's the game
perhaps
about?
some distant day, you may manage to put up a true fight.
Awesome, Stella. This game is about a distant solar system that has been colonized by humanity. But the colonization effort went horribly wrong, and now corporations own the solar system, and so it's all corporatized, and there are multiple factions. One of the factions is called the Protectorate, and while it is not a corporation, it is a theocratic autocracy. Saloon backroom key. Oh, wait a minute. What? Why? Who? I stole nothing from no one. How dare you all? Okay. I guess I have a bounty now.
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered.
No, you would have been
During our
fine.
investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together?
How do I know I can trust you?
I hold my word in highest regard. Were I to pledge allegiance to you, the pact would be nigh unbreakable, barring some extreme action on your part.
Fine, but you have to follow my rules.
I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow?
I will be dealing with people of multiple factions. No killing them without my go-ahead.
Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent.
Excellent.
Though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end.
Oh shit. So I can't attack the Protectorate?
Excellent.
Seems reasonable.
I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Argue he seems capable, but let's be mindful where his true allegiance lies.
Shut up, Niles. Go back to the ship.
All right, but don't come to me with tears if your new friend decides to judge you the moment I've gone.
I don't know, it sounds like you're judging me right now. Niles. There we go. Got some points to spend. Wait. I've got 2 points. Let's take a look at the perks. What can I grab that would be useful? Sleight of hand. Plus 5% critical. Medicine would also be good. I don't really care for hand-to-hand combat. Treasure Hunter. Face Reader. Oh. Honestly, putting a point into science would be worth it just to get this one for fighting robots. Given how much I rely on electrical damage, that'd be pretty good. Palm Greaser, Intimidator, Grim Visage. Only your most outlandish lies aren't believed, with you being able to lie about even more things. Additionally, you gain a bonus to damage when attacking enemies that aren't targeting you directly. That sounds really, really good. Okay. So, I'm gonna put a point into observation. Wait, can I put 2 points into observation? Ho ho ho. Yes, please. I'm gonna do that. Well, wait. Let's do science as well. That way, I can get a cool new perk next time. Easily distracted? Fuck, I'm getting called out so hard. Your skills are erratic to say the least, but a jack of all trades is oftentimes better than a master of none. You can raise more skills faster, though it'll be harder to ever maximize any particular one. When leveling, you can only add skill points to your lowest non-zero skill, or any skill you have no points in already. Oh shit, but I get +1 skill points per level? Oh shit. Oh shit, once selected, I can't remove it. This one's actually pretty good. It's hard to deal with, I bet. Fuck. I wouldn't do it? Okay. Because I do want to just be, like, I want to be, it's hard because my name is Jack. And, like, this is basically me in a nutshell. I need to use the bathroom real quick. I will be back in, like, a minute. God damn it. Beep borp. I was literally easily distracted just now. Floods are such a cool feature. Yeah, and it seems like they are offered to you based on what you're doing in the game, which is such a fun concept.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my
Buy from me? Please?
No. You.
Greetings. How has the data collection fared?
I think I've collected all of the information I'm going to get.
Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end?
Some documents in the Sub Rosa archive seem to record an enemy agent causing the crash.
It sounds like Auntie's choice security measures leave something to be desired. I'll mark that down. Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments?
I don't want to think about it. The thought of people dying makes me nauseous. The crew tried to overpower the captain, but they weren't able to stop her.
An incompetent captain and an incompetent crew. Tisk tisk. Last question. Were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened?
Auntie's leadership put a salvage contract on the ship, then stripped it after the crash.
Scuttling an entire freighter and killing hundreds, all for a few extra bits. Interesting to know. Thanks to you, my report is complete. Here, something for your considerable help.
Huzzah! So what did you conclude from what I gave you?
Auntie's choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes.
Keeping every option open to further the war effort? I like it.
I'm glad we're of like minds. I'll be sure to notify my friends in the order that you can be trusted. Now
That's
I need to get
right.
this
I'm
report to
very
my
trustworthy.
superiors.
Want to
Thanks
gamble?
again.
Just heard back. The higher-ups finally decided to just bury the corpse of that vigilant.
Look up my own bounty. Pay off the bounty. There we go. It does fit me, Awesome Stella, but I also don't want to be irritated by my own actual real-world flaws when I'm playing this game. Also, I should set my timer so that I don't accidentally miss. Partner. Alarm. And we'll set it for 7:50. There we go. Being pretty, it's my #1 flaw. I'm just too beautiful. So hard having these gigantic bazongas. And a huge ass. Just so difficult. Oh god, who should be in my party? I definitely... This guy's kind of got like a... Not gonna lie, he kind of more handsome than I expected. I guess I'll put... we'll go with the robot. Huge ass. Oh no, I've told you all my real
Notice.
name.
The following points of interest have been identified.
My
Matriarch's
original,
Mercy,
my dead name,
Alexandra
Huge
Monastery,
Ass.
The statue of the matriarch. And
Now you all
his.
know my terrible secret. From birth, I was set up to fail, but little did they know that I had a copious amount of HRT in store in my future, granting me the ass that had been foretold. There we go. Let's head downstairs. God, the art in this game is so great, and it's all undercut by the fact that it's like advertising or hilariously on-the-nose propaganda. Oh yeah. You.
Bending my ear? I hope you intend to point me towards someone in need of judgment. Speak freely.
This guy is giving me Worf vibes. And, you know, I'm here for it. I have hope that I can break this man's faith in the Protectorate. Because, like, he already knows he's been fucked over by them. His mentor was killed by them.
Somebody help us, anybody, please!
What's up?
Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately.
My
family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please.
Something's wrong with you and your story.
Of course there is. It's my family. They're hurt, dying.
I don't think so. Good luck with whatever this is. I'm just gonna walk around this mountain and see what kind of ambush this guy is trying to set up for me. Because he's definitely trying to lure me into a trap. I don't know exactly what it is. Well, we're gonna find out. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, yeah, no, they don't like Skyrimming in this game. I forgot. A lot of bullet holes and blood. Ah, yes. Some bandits lying in wait. Fare thee well, bandit. Say hello to whoever presides over hell when you get there.
I shall charge.
Excuse you, sir. Reckless leadership? What? With your companions often finding themselves in harm's way, you are no longer able to revive your companions in combat, but whenever one does go down, your other companion will get a boost. They are fully healed and immediately fill their companion ability meter. You know what? This fits with a riverboat gambler. What the fuck is your gun? I have two extraordinarily cool guns, Jazz Dog. This one fires electric bullets. You know what? I'm accepting this one. Mostly because my allies are gonna die. I know. Life hasn't been easy for you, but you've learned to power through any of your disadvantages and come out better for it. My flaw is that I'm flawed. This flaw drastically changes the experience and is not recommended for your first playthrough. Once selected, flaws cannot be removed. Effects: flaws must be accepted, but you gain an extra perk point every 5 levels. This bonus is retroactive. What? Meaning that I automatically get every single flaw? Oh god. I think I will save this for a future playthrough. I have every flaw. Nah, I can't. I don't want to do this on the first time through, but this is funny as fuck. This game is really funny. I
shall not stay your execution.
I know I don't laugh out loud so much when playing this, but like it delights me.
Alert. Hostile.
Oh. I was just gonna come and talk to you, my guy. Alright. I wasn't gonna come kill you. I was just gonna be like, your friends are dead. Maybe turn over a new leaf. Needs a new plan. Plan is good. We kill a lot of dumb people and take their stuff. It's hard sometimes to still talk smart. Taking Adrena time makes talking good easy, but after Adrena time makes it even more harder. So need more Adrena time. We just gotta move, find new people to steal from. Order guys, aunties guys, and angry order guys are all hard to fight. New peoples is easy. Just need to find new place to catch them when the order guy's not around. Yeah, this new good plan. We scrappers could do this. Just gots to keep talking smart and keep dumb talking scrappers in back for ambush. Yeah, I figured it was something like that. This is my other gun. And it's stupid and not very effective, but I kind of love it. Alright. Oh wait, I have a hammer weapon. Let's just see what that is. What that looks like. Oh, that's pretty cool though. Neat. Still gonna go with Agatha though. Okay, where are we at? I guess we're kind of getting close to where we want to go. Eat drug, less be dumb. Yeah. I do, like, it's such a sad story because it's... We learned the origins of the Scrappers are essentially abandoned protectorate civilians who then get hooked on basically super crack that Auntie's Choice makes. And now all they can do is kill people for the Adrena time because they're so addicted. Auto dock compression coil. Cool. Oh. How do you do, fellow citizens?
Another refugee? All right, step forward. Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations.
But I'm a resident already. I only left because of my dear pet sprat, Sprysander, got out.
How coincidental. I, too, had a pet sprat also named Sprysander. Once, long ago. Oh, how I loved him. Fine, you may enter. And cherish your beloved pet. Hold him close. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger.
Hey, Jess. Danger has never stopped me before. Step aside, you cautious peasant.
Can't say I didn't warn you. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
My character's such a jackass. I love her so much.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. In the invaders, the order defecting, there's no putting this sprat back into the can.
Oyster is looking pretty good right about now.
Wasteland devoid of life? No, Arcadia is doomed. Plain and simple.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance.
Allow me to find you some help.
Don't want it, don't need it. I've gotten sick at least a dozen times since we set up camp. Why, last week alone, I caught hack lung, sprat tongue, skinny teeth, and a rare case of mortified skull emergence. Figured I might as well get used to being sick. So I'm practicing for my next disease. It's gonna be a nasty one.
Okay, feel better.
Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for
Every
that matter.
fluid. No, don't do that, cheese wizard.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Okay, got some supplies. What's up top? Let's take a look up top. Hello. Okay. Let's see. You look like you're doing something.
Dissonance? Don't even like the sound of it. How could something be incalculable? Why, the very idea is preposterous. And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something?
Hey, Paladin. Things are good. I'm relaxing today. You usually perform advanced calculations in the midst of a busy settlement?
Typically, no. And it has been somewhat challenging focusing my concentration.
Ooh, meal prep.
The
Nice.
abbot felt a scientician operating in a conspicuous spot in the thoroughfare might be useful. An illustrative way for our guests to see how we operate. To show how the crabble patties are made.
I think I'm winning.
That is, if the
Paige
meat
Larson.
preparation involved a 90-step rate formula and a conflux of polynomial equations.
I'm really hoping that I get the ability to just luck my way into saying something smart to this guy. So you're just mathing out here in public, so passersby can watch you math.
I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions.
But the other 10.26% of the time, they're asking you if they can use the space.
I am sure they bear any inconveniences with grace and dignity. I mean, the statistical jump correlated to residents within Matriarch's Mercy has some pretty compelling numbers. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors: longevity, access to medicine, potable water. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there.
Von 400. No, I'm not discontinuing the Rudyard content. In fact, I said earlier this stream, if we hit 250 subs, I'll do the rest of the video today. That being said, I do need to stop offering it quite so much. We have a certain build-up of Rudyard content, and I think we need to get through that before I offer more. Most people need more than medicine and water to be happy.
We have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. And I'm pleased to say that's led to a statistically significant 2.7% increase in
Cash the
refugee
nerdy might have money in his
satisfaction.
pockets.
But if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you inquire with Provisioner Plotnik inside the lift building. Simply tell her Archivist Widmark approves brief use of her time.
I'll get back to
Then
you.
back to it I shall get.
Rudyard content? Do you mean What If Alt Hist? Yes. What If Alt Hist's name is Rudyard, which is why it's called Rudyard content.
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain
You
all
there!
bodily
Cease
functions.
rifling in your
But it
colleagues'
could
pockets
use
or
a
else!
little salt.
And you, no jostle! I am prepared for anything that is to come. Speak freely.
Can't just start telling people what to do, my guy.
The grand plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe.
Oh, I like her
We
outfit,
can predict
though.
it down to a decimal point. Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened
See you
by
around,
my
Adler.
lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere.
The only problem with Rudyard is that every segment takes a very long time. It's true. It's very time-pressing, time-sensitive. Which is why I've offered it as, like, a dono goal. God. What if I promise not to take too much of your time?
Well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment.
You seem fairly in the know. What's the situation in this settlement?
Yes, I reckon I do have my ear to the grimy dirt floor of Matriarch's Mercy. I hear what common lay people are saying, and the wide array of bodily noises they make. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail.
Oh, good. Wait, that's how you've been helping the displaced here? Talking to, or at them?
As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here. With constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle.
Do you think people are listening?
Never as many as I would like, perhaps, but my little congregation grows by the hour. Eventually, my unsophisticated layperson friend, the knowledge just seeps right in. Give it a few years and they'll even be asking questions.
Okay, so I thought maybe I would like this faction, and it turns out not so much. Oh, I killed her brother. Oh no. Okay.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict, with an 8.23 margin of
We're
error,
not going
our
anywhere.
situation will improve.
Not on the basis of some half-baked prediction.
You don't
No
even reason to
so-called
reason with it.
exclusion zone is where we stake our claim. Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me.
I'm just a little feral. I only bite if you ask. Earth Directorate, Riverboat Jack, and you are?
May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing.
Gross.
Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turn those into demands for reasons of clarity and import.
A helpful troublemaker is a noble calling.
Though, admittedly, it's a difficult way to make friends. The Order is not exactly fond of me. Rabble-rousing doesn't align with their vision of a perfect universe. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me.
What was that you mentioned about an exclusion zone?
The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them.
Oh, I'm not doing any of that stuff today, Jess. Only if people make subs and donos, but I'm not... You know, people could do that if they want, and I will oblige, but today I'm just chilling. Let's see. What is the general plot of this game? The general plot is you're an agent for a faction called the Earth Directorate, and in the common view of folks, the Earth Directorate are like swashbuckling do-gooders. And you're being sent out to the same sector that the first game took place in. And so basically you have a number of different factions, like a conglomerate of different capitalistic companies that have banded together in order to maximize profit. That's one of the major ones. And then the other major one is the Protectorate, which is a theocratic autocracy monarchy. And seemingly influenced slightly by, like, the USSR communism. And, yeah, no, it's very funny. All of the factions so far are bad in some way. The Order's prediction must have been especially foreboding.
Chance of life-threatening peril from a yet-to-be-determined catastrophe were the administrant's words. Not what I would call specific. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever
Yes,
calculation
we'll do some
tells
public
them that a
defender. I
catastrophe
think during
may
the
or may not
holidays you
occur.
can call me Jess.
I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but you, maybe you'll have better luck.
Well, most people listen to me. I'll give it a try.
Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building. Probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
I mean, I also really like watching public domain shows and movies. I think it's very fun and silly. Oh God. I love that we have
deviating from the baseline.
I love that we have, right, the Order, which fancies itself like rationality and like scientific prediction, but then you look at one of their enforcers or coercers, and it's like they have a hammer made out of a saw blade that's covered in blood. Like, fuck these guys. All right.
Oh, a visitor. Without notice.
Yeah, who you? Who are ya?
You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order projection. I mean, prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, you know, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good.
Oh, I'm a threat, all right. Just maybe not to you, so I wouldn't show up on a pop.
Good. Good. I'm most focused on what's relevant to me these days. I used to listen to the wireless, read periodicals, all that useless junk. Complete waste of time, I tell you. First time I got a POP, it was on a lark.
Yeah, the original Little Shop of Horrors is fun.
Our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today. I borrowed one, as a laugh. Everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on.
How accurate would you say the Order's predictions are?
I mean, if you want an exact estimate or percentage, talk to them. As for me, I just got that, what do you call it? Anecdotal feedback. A few times, I couldn't make heads or tail of half of it. Like, avoid anything representing whole numbers? I didn't know what to do about that. So I just stayed put. End of the day, I'm still here, and my co-occupant Ike isn't. So, I guess them prognostications work well enough.
Their forecasts just seem impractically vague to me, I guess.
You did catch the part I said they'd save my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead. That's something you can take to the bank, you know? Figuratively speaking.
Is this like New Vegas? Can I craft drugs?
Been so slow
yes.
to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough already.
I like you too, Jess. Why allow me to climb all the way up here? Is there anything to do? I mean, it doesn't really seem like it. Like, I want to platform over there, but I don't know what good that would do me. Oh, Jesus. See, like, oh, okay, I'm here now. Like a jackass. But this looks pretty interesting. All right. Not mad at that.
Every scientician yearns to visit the archive on Twister. It will process all of our equations.
There's the administrator.
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies
I
for
am
the
trying to
displaced.
Skyrim again. Archivist Widmark suggested I speak with you about your work.
Well, if the Archivist said so, I suppose I can factor out a moment. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine.
Sorry to say, but the displaced may not have noticed either.
With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one could hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me.
Hi, Boy Meets Minnie. How you doing? We're doing good today. What system is it played on? I think it's on every major system. I'm playing on PC, but I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox and PlayStation 5. I bet you're more stressed than you let on, but you seem happy about it?
The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources. Appreciate you respecting my time. My time is yours.
Damn straight it is,
You may
because I want to buy
your
some
heart's
goods.
content, but do so speedily for my sake.
Okay, what do we got? Patient Step. It has a precog modifier? Well, in TTD, movement no longer drains energy. Energy also drains 10% slower, increasing to 30% slower with your science skill. Nice. Cool. Dragoon armor, Scholar Curious. Tiras. Plasma Cutter. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm good. Jesus.
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you?
No idea what you're talking about. I'm just a humble courier.
Don't bother. My prognostication report listed an 85.2% probability we'd have this conversation. This is about the exclusion zone, correct?
Shrug. Talk to me like I'm not from around here.
Fair enough. The exclusion zone is a mere corner of Matriarch's mercy, and rightfully off limits. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril.
Precisely how is the exclusion zone dangerous?
We don't know, and therein lies the frustration. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, "An outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. And now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who was foretold."
If you believe both sides will listen, then I'm in.
I believe only in the cold, inconvenient mathematics of the cosmos. This will work. It must work. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to listen. Any questions before you get started?
Earlier you said I was foretold. How does that work?
Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods.
A Novice Seer?
He's just down the room from here.
Cool. So if I learn about everyone's concerns, I'll earn enough trust to resolve this dispute?
According to predictions, yes. Or at least my interpretation of them. I am reasonably certain. More than usual, in fact.
I've spoken to a few people with valid concerns about the conditions in camp.
These are the data points we need. Keep at it then. Precision is ever our ideal. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them. Form your own opinion. And when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
I mean, it just kind of seems like you could move the math, the giant space you've reserved for math doing inside, or move the people inside the shelter. I don't know. Seems like there are other options than they have to stay in the exclusion zone.
By the law. It's you. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
You want my help? You don't even know me.
True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself.
I have a question first. What do you think of the conditions at the camp?
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out.
Anything I can do to assist with that?
Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lambling. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
You desperately needed my help with something else?
You see, the Seers are members of the Order who labor over the universal equation. Even in its unfinished state, the equation gives them the means to predict the future. Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers.
Dashing, you
the
say?
prediction was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me.
Oh my. Me dashing? Today's your lucky day. You rolled for destiny and won the jackpot.
Thank the law. Matriarch's mercy couldn't have waited much longer. Where to begin?
I'm a gambler.
There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them.
Very well, I'll find your medical specialists, as was foretold.
My thanks, stranger. Probability is on our side. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
Can you use math to tell the future? I mean, kind of. Right? Like, when you look at the movement of stars and, like, the universe, like, physics is a method of predicting natural phenomena, right? Like, a lot of science is predictive. I got this on Game Pass. Should start it once I got time. I love the first game, flaws and all. It's real good. Before I get that, I had another thing.
How can I be of service?
I'm gonna buy some stuff.
Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand that I cannot offer my goods free of charge, but my prices are fair.
What we got? Pinnacle Perfume Micro. 450 health over duration. Hey. Essence of Vigor Kilo. Okay. Buy that trauma kit. Anything else we want to buy? I don't think so. Cool. They do have a lot of supplies in here.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
Let's see. I can buy a lot of different mod types. Anything interesting in the vending machine here? I will buy bullets, because I need bullets. All right. What do we got? Let's do. I can't make any heavy rounds. All right. Cool. The Nick Fuentes interview was wild with Tucker Carlson. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report
I'm gonna have ramen
both
tonight, though.
mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well, then. I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
How does the order predict the future?
We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths.
So you tell everyone in the order what to do.
More what to watch out for. Advisement on adhering to the plan. Forecasts of probabilistic dangers. Elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis is
Do I have a
mainly
favorite
populated
ramen?
by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense.
I mean, you just did, though. My favorite ramen is Shin Ramen. Like, Shin Ramen Black, I think it's like the spiciest one that they make. It's really, really good. But my new favorite ramen is one that I make myself. I make my own ramen mix. And the new ramen mix that I make has only a small fraction of the sodium that like prepackaged ramen has. So it's much lower in sodium. And, you know, I throw in like a can of unsalted mushroom soup and some cheese. It's like a great cheesy ramen with, you know, different kinds of protein thrown in. So like, I'll use gochujang spam is kind of my go-to right now. It's really, really good. Yeah, a mushroom, like a cream of mushroom soup. So it gives like kind of a creamier consistency to the ramen. And just kind of acts as like a really solid palate for the flavor of the ramen. Do I make fried rice? I can make fried rice. I made a really, really tasty Cajun fried rice the other day. How do weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions differ?
The former are generalized forecasts for groups or settlements. The latter are more specialized to individuals and take far more time to calculate. Usually some are handled by one of the more senior seers in a region. But with Seer Wiley's days taken up advising the abbots and other things, this responsibility falls to me. Regrettably, I have built up a bit of a sizable backlog.
This is predictory? A predictory? I expected more than a desk.
True, my situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. We all must do the best we can with limited means.
Do I expect Ben Shapiro to try and pivot? No. Ben is going to try and hold his ground and wait for the anti-Semitic storm to blow over, as it were. Hoping that there will be a return to status quo for the conservative movement.
Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why, I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area.
No, Cliff, I have a recipe for, like, a seasoning packet for ramen. So I add, like, 2 cups of water, bring it to a boil, put in the cream of mushroom soup on top of that, add the seasoning packet at that point, boil the noodles, and, like, it's basically done. A seasoning packet? Yeah. I have, like, a jar of homemade ramen dust that I made it by mixing different, like, seasonings together. That is just low sodium. Like, it's basically ramen if you took out, 1,000 milligrams of sodium. Like an instant noodle? Yeah, no, exactly. And I also have some, like, air-dried ramen noodles that then I just boil those. Like, I buy them in bulk, then I boil the noodles, and I have just a ton of ramen dust and a ton of noodles, and throw whatever protein on top. It's great. And it's also super easy. I think of ramen as the fancy stuff that you put a lot of work into. Nah. Not for me. Can't understand why I'm not seeing them here in droves. Wait, so you lack any substantial ways to aid the refugees?
There's nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly.
Well, I mean, it does take some preparatory work, right? Like, you gotta mix your own ramen dust. Like, the entire premise of me making my own ramen is so that I can make low-sodium ramen that's still very, very, very tasty. So I buy the noodles pre-packaged, but then I use my own seasonings and preparation. What do you put in your ramen dust? Some Korean, like, pepper flakes. Some, like, no salt beef bouillon, essentially. There's like a mushroom kind of umami mix from I think Vietnam or Korea that I use as well, and I mix that with a couple other spices. I forget the exact ratios of spices. I can actually bring it up real quick. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Red chili powder from, like, specifically Korean red chili powder. I use soy sauce powder. mushroom seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, teaspoon of ground ginger, and use a teaspoon of like, there's a potassium chloride that is an alternative to sodium chloride that you can use in place of salt. So I use the potassium chloride, a teaspoon of that. And then if you need to balance the flavor out at all, you can add a teaspoon of sugar. I don't personally do that. Haven't felt the need to. But you can also, like, the amount of chili powder you add is kind of what dictates how hot it is. And the recipe calls for 3 to 4 tablespoons of red chili powder. I add maybe a little bit more than that. One person here will swear by the order's predictive methods.
One of our recent guests, Rolo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well.
I think that answers everything.
I foresee you have much to do. I won't keep you. Adieu.
Awesome, I wrote that down. Oh, okay, wait, before... If you want, like, an actual recipe breakdown, okay? If you want an actual recipe breakdown, okay? 2 tablespoons of beef bone broth powder. You can also use chicken bone broth if you want, like, more of a chickeny flavor for your ramen. I think it's called ox-free. Oh. Called. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry. It's called I use Herbox beef bouillon, sodium free. So 2 tablespoons of that mixed with anywhere from 3 to 5 tablespoons of a red chili powder. Which chili powder did I use? I used Taekyung chili powder for kimchi is what it's called. Then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce powder. I just get the raw essentials soy sauce powder. And then, yeah, it's a Vietnamese dried mushroom seasoning called, and I'm probably gonna fuck up the name of this. Gia Vi Tin Chat Rau Kai mushroom seasoning. It looks. It looks. Let me put it this way. Looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. Probably not. It's made by Imperial Taste. So Imperial Taste mushroom seasoning. 1 tablespoon of that. Half a tablespoon of garlic powder. Half a tablespoon of onion powder. 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. And then 1 teaspoon of the product is called no salt, the potassium chloride. But that's basically how you can make something that is extremely low on sodium, that is a very delicious tasting ramen. And also, if you want to add a little bit of that MSG for authenticity, because you're just yearning for the pre-packaged ramen, you can get some accent and add like a teaspoon of that in there if you want. Then you just mix all of that together, and it's great. It's extraordinarily tasty, and then you can just seal it in a jar and like boom. If you want, and anytime you want ramen, 2 cups of water, I think 2 tablespoons of the mixture, and you are good to go. So hopefully that is that's your cooking tip of the day.
Every department stands united and ready should conflict recommence. Why, simply
I don't like this faction.
Cause trouble and I will school you. Chapter and verse.
Okay, Garrus. Oh, I need an access code to get up there? All right. But I know where I can get one.
That's one way to become the center of attention.
Ugh, if only I could sneak better. Fine. Oh, wait.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
I don't know that the Earth Directorate is the best one either. The Earth Directorate also seems to be doing some shady shit. I love that I can start using smaller words, or I'm gonna start using bullets. I don't think I should use that one. No time for that. Ruth said we could help each other out.
Yes, the presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, due to our need for compartmentalization,
Yeah, honestly,
she was
MSG is
scant on the
great.
details of your
It
mission.
genuinely
That
makes
said,
things taste
I've been
better,
instructed to
and
assist you
also
however I can. So
no
tell
negative
me,
health
what brings you to
outcomes from
Golden
MSG.
Ridge?
Unless you just, like, I guess, snort it directly. Which you shouldn't do. But if you just add, like, a teaspoon to any kind of thing you're making, it's generally great. Do people need turkey advice? Ooh, that's a good idea. I have a killer turkey tetrazzini recipe, if anyone is interested in that, when we get closer to Thanksgiving. Back up a minute. What was that about compartmentalization?
Since losing access to the archive, the Order has been forced to limit its open exchange of ideas and information to avoid contaminating what few predictions we can still make.
What's this archive you mentioned?
The archive is a vast network of computational machines built beneath the ice of Cloister. Prior to the invasion, the Order used it to generate predictions on a vast scale. But listen to me prattling on. I'm sure you aren't here for a history lesson.
Maybe we should have this conversation in private, just the two of us?
And leave Abbot Newell to be subjected to the inanity of a total stranger. Absolutely not.
Don't trouble yourself about Seer Wiley. He's here as my aide. I trust him implicitly. Now, you were saying?
I need to speak with Victor Clemens. Supposedly he's a member of your order.
Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
I have proof Victor's conspiring with a group of dangerous zealots with ties to the Order.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
A friend of the traitor I'm after said she and Victor had secret contacts within the Order.
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous
Low-country turkey
extractorium
bog
to reach
recipe.
it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
You can always use Mexican MSG, aka caldo de res. Hell yeah. What exactly is Victor working on at this N-ray range that's so important?
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly.
I
The
don't
agent's
like
only
these
curious.
people.
Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with N-rays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. More of that pesky compartmentalization, I'm afraid. Besides the highly caustic Zeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
The QP MSG Mayo? Fuck yeah. I'm sorry, mad cultists?
Rift worshippers spouting inane theories. They began showing up prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate always starts small, doesn't it? Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
Glad we're on the same page. Now, how can I return the favor and help you?
No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action.
Yeah, I'm
hate
sure.
thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Respectfully, go void yourself.
Thank you for proving my thesis statement.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend, but the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
All right. Thanks for the leads. I'll look into all of this.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
Excellent. I have a few more questions before I leave.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
What's the story with that giant statue outside?
That is a statue of the matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Oh, good news indeed.
I don't like this guy.
You really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
I've noticed you refer to Wiley as a seer. What is that?
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Congratulations, I guess.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
Nod sagely. I too value a good lacking.
It's nice to be appreciated.
No,
Damn
it's
straight.
not like that at all. Our bond is an equitable partnership built upon a foundation of mutual respect and dedication to the plan.
Yes, a lackey.
In fact, what would you put our combined efficacy rate at these days, Wiley?
I won't trouble our good agent here with the exact calculation, but the percentage is considerable.
I dread the
I feel like I'm
your
gonna have to kill this
immeasurable
guy.
talent finally propels you into the upper echelons. Truly, Landon, the Order doesn't realize what it has in you.
Having someone who can predict the future certainly seems handy with a war on.
Oh, indeed. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes. There is a great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's Mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development.
So you're friends? Colleagues?
Both, I should hope. We've been collaborating for many years, and, plan willing, for many more to come. Especially given how very uncertain life in the colony has become.
Bye, nerds.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one Wiley designed, right? Uses a tracking algorithm, never misses. Sounds ambitious, even for him.
I'd give my tenure for an hour alone with it and a mantisaur in 2 clicks.
Saki Tanuki, thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs.
I just got through being held hostage by an unhoused man lamenting to me how no one could see or talk to him and that I should bring him back to my place.
What? Are you okay? I don't know if you're joking or not. And I hope it's hyperbole. I've been doing my best to help out folks I've been seeing on the side of the road in Minnesota today.
Options for your next mission destination, Commander. N-ray
But,
range, Zuranium manufacturing.
That's pretty. That's a bit disturbing.
Opportunity.
Let's see. I guess we're going out.
Scienticians around the settlement inform me you've made some inquiries. Good, good. Continue poking around further, though. You must earn both sides' trust, you know. Well then, if you need me in the meantime, I'll be here, up to my ocular organs and requests.
All right.
Welcome. Have you come to bask? If I calculate, Ruth Bassar is the friends, neighbors, while you shelter in Matriarch's Mercy. Heed the teachings
Mudge.
of the Order.
Broke my nose. I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled.
The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now.
Can you tell me anything about the situation in the settlement?
You used at least 2 words I ain't sure I know. And I already forgot the question. No? I think.
You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains in this... What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan.
Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borstloaf.
Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
Okay.
This location is inhabited with individuals classified as unscrupulous. Maintain scrutiny over personal finances.
Sounds like my kind of place.
You got business? No? Move on.
I helped an agent of yours in Fairfield. She promised I would find friends in Sub Rosa.
You the fixer lent your aid to Agent Galloway? Don't suppose you got that crawling hibiscus she promised to sneak me, huh? Forget it. You can come in.
Samantha's trains? That's alright.
Hello, hello. You're the one that aided us in availing Sub Rosa of a rather large shipment of Spectrum vodka, yes?
Damn
Agent
straight.
Galloway is slightly less trustful than most feral canids, so winning her over speaks volumes of your character.
Hey, Carver Ebane.
I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's fortunate you're no stranger to contraband.
Hell yeah. Where does Sub Rosa stand on the war?
We stand that we'd like to make a good ton of bits on the war, and maybe expand our reach in the process. Beyond that, I'm not supposed to comment. But Sub Rosa consists primarily of ex-Anti's Choice and ex-Protectorate personnel. We've still got folks we care about out there. Complicates some of our feelings on the fighting. But if the fighting stops, our income begins to go dry. Feast thine eyes on the merchandise!
The merchandise! Acquiescence. Ooh. Adaptive engineering. Incoming damage may change defense mode. Light damage, dealing less than 10% of max health, enables plus 10% damage resistance. Heavy damage, exceeding 10% of max health, enables plus 30% evasion chance mode. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm not mad about this. 2 advanced decryption keys. Plasma beam caster. That's cool. Well, take a look here. Fully modded burst assault rifle. Okay, time to get rid of some of this stuff. I don't really need bypass shunts, I guess, because I'm not a hacker. Campaign hat. Do. Hey. Hey. Mini rockets. Okay. All right. Might need to start putting some points into explosives. A stun baton. I don't think I need that. Looking for any duplicates. Ah, here we go. Do. Hey. value. I don't really want this shotgun hammer.
A huge overall dietary tip. If you are concerned about or having trouble with blood pressure in relation to sodium, use potassium in your diet.
Indeed.
If that's the cause, you can see your BP drop in an hour.
It's true. Also, potassium chloride, also sold under the brand name No Salt, is an effective way of still salting your food while getting potassium in your system, and it also does not raise your blood pressure like salt does. So, the more you know. A Reptidon Venom Sac. I don't need those. There we go. Cool.
Greetings. I heard tell that you aided Spider in his little reconnaissance
I
venture at
did.
the Guardian Estates. Between the two of us, I sent him out there to get him to cease jabbering about his glory days. I hardly expected him to locate anything worthwhile.
Also, some Nine-Tailed Witch. Thank you for the $5 dono. Also, I hope Sake Tanuki's doing okay.
Idle browsers will be escorted from the premises.
Entrama, you... Jesus, my guy. You've been
Holy
subscribed
Christ.
for 60 goddamn months. 5 fucking years of supporting this channel. Thank you so goddamn much. I hope you're doing all right. I know the government's really fucking you right now, so sorry about that. So maybe I can sell some more stuff here. There we go. Got the things I wanted.
Step right up. My merchandise is only getting better with age.
Got employed recently?
Except for
Okay,
the
I'm glad
rotten
you're doing all right.
foodstuffs.
I've been worried about
He
you.
does no mind. What fine contraband might I supply you with this day?
Hypercalamia is not good. No, yeah, hypercalamia is not good,
Superb
but
cover
also
and a consistent market.
It takes a
Refugees are in need of all sorts of supplies that the Order cannot provide.
it takes
And
a
Sub Rosa
fuck
delivers.
ton
At
of
only a
potassium
reasonable markup.
chloride to
Myself,
get
I enjoy the thrills of the
hyperkalemia.
environ. Will the Order attempt to drive me out? Will Matriarch's mercy be shelled? Shall I run out of new cereals? Oh, thrilling!
Agreed. Living by the blade of chance gives everything a certain zest.
Well put. So long as that zest isn't the taste of blood.
Yeah. Easy come, easy go.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention.
My father and Mudge sent me.
Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy.
So they fight using stand-ins. What does that solve?
Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly?
I came to ask about the situation in the camp, but you answered my question.
Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilists, and a sick canid to feed.
I'm not a fucking
Don't
tourist.
make me call Mapother and Mudge over. They don't like no fighting for free.
I mean, I like fighting for free, but that's just me.
Look, your nose was just... Oh, my aching head. My noggin sure is sore.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones from Auntie's Choice.
Easy, friend. We're all in this together.
You just keep your distance.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. And the invaders, water defectors, my sprats. No putting this sprat back into the camp.
How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly face around Matriarch's Mercy. Though it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist.
I'm seeking medical specialists to help Doc Hollis Beardsley.
What? And you think that's me? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional.
As long as you're not squeamish at the sight of blood, I couldn't care less.
Oh, blood and guts are fine. I'm just not accustomed to patients who squirm about on the workbench. Have it your way, then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve.
You. Stop calling them sleeves and you got a deal.
The term is industry standard. And a taxidermist without standards is never a pretty sight. I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. No idea if she's still in business. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself.
I'll come back once I get my hands on some fresh vermin.
Fresh being the operative word. My thanks, stranger.
What is a sprat? They're like little rat creatures. There's one over here. Well, this thing right in the middle of the screen.
Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to outside, we gain minute insight into the grand plan.
Mathematically unnecessary. A good soup speaks for itself.
Look up local bounties. Excellent. Already killed those guys.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be.
Oh, that used to be more than debris?
Yes. Technically, a hut is meant to be only one story. Because when you stack them, they tend to fall over. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone. So they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down.
So a bunch of displaced have been hurt doing this.
Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes.
Worries me as you may be right. Be seeing you.
Driven insight on how to save your life? Visit our predictory and take our short 38-minute questionnaire to determine exactly what career you are meant for. Act now and receive a 1-week prognostication from a seer. Absolutely free.
Your vitals look crisp, Commander.
Oh, that's the big spiders.
Resuming hostilities.
Cool. When are you making your turkey, Paladin? Oh, I should have bought like half a turkey breast when I was at the store earlier. Damn it. Oh well. Okay, so I am heading north. Damn, got a lot of places to investigate. Might as well head to this place. It seems like the closest one to go to. Am I supposed to be able to go down there? Feels like the answer is no. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, just falling through the rocks, it's fine. Gonna vacuum seal a couple of jars, see if anyone needs it right now. Hell yeah, Paladin. Love to see that. Okay, the corpses are making spider sounds. I'm not crazy. Here I go. All right. Some good progress. Oh, look at the sprats. Hey, fellas. Another death from Skyrimming. Look. Sometimes you just gotta rim, you know? Sometimes you just need a rim job, alright? Like, you just need to, like, Skyrim it. I'm just gonna skip the gate. Okay, I can't go down there. All right, message received, video game.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zerania Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors.
I have a writ of investigatory inquiry from Abbot Newell. Open up.
Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? Well, we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir.
This is Factor Maytuck. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me.
Okay.
So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Oh, and I see you have a protectorate arbiter with you as well. Of course.
Your casual method of address has been noted. Consider yourself thankful that present company stays my wrath. Some.
You can check my papers, but my team's my business, like it or not.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive.
I mean, if you guys try and kill me, I'm just gonna kill you right back.
Impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away.
Okay. What in the void is going on here?
The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's choice. One of our transport pods filled with Zeranium was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location.
If you didn't, who did it?
We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible. The initial evidence looks rather conclusive, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations.
Sounds like the perpetrator has you cornered, actually.
Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions.
So far, everything about this seems suspicious.
An understandable perspective. I fear I must concur. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Cool.
Apologies, this unit's conversation module is functioning intermittently.
Evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to mark with tinges and flinders.
Interaction. This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean,
I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Wait, was that HK-47 voice actor?
I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Very close.
what are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate?
I'm the new presiding bishop. Shh, I'm trying to keep a low profile.
Oh, well, it's an honor, your, Mathness. Didn't recognize you without your cape. However, can I help you?
Is this where the cargo pod used in the attack was launched? Can you tell me what happened?
Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zeranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it.
Summarize it for me. Wait, I want to compare a complete report in excruciating detail.
Anomalous event caused by unknown factors. Transport pod M7, containing a full hold of refined Zeranium, bound for orbital platform Z9, received a priority reroute
Hey, Ransom
command.
Ballard.
Latitude and longitude coordinates corresponded to the Auntie's Choice facility known as Outpost Opportunity. Altitude, however, matched 1,000 meters below sea level.
Who launched it?
A low-ranking scientician. Been here for years. Presumably, she's below in operations. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me. Again, it's been a distinct privilege, Pontifex Mathimus. I remain your most obedient and, Humbled servant. May all your endeavors elicit optimal results.
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Okay.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this corneal doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
She sounds so insincere.
Emergency detoxification initiated. What's her name took over.
Things have been a mite haywire.
Nicotine sticks. The Reptidon hide.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
You mean Initiate Alva?
A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about.
That's quite an accusation. Can you back it up?
Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse.
Probably need to investigate a bit before murdering anyone. Wait, you were arguing with her earlier. What about?
Fervent professements of innocence, mostly. You know, exactly what you'd expect a secret traitress to claim. Dramatic attestations that grew quite animated. I suppose spies must build up a flair for histrionics. What with all that, hiding their identities and all. Then bursting forth like a pent-up arachnid. At any rate, I have work to do, and you have a saboteur to eliminate, yes?
Indeed. Wait, I'm not done asking questions.
You'll forgive me if I politely defer. Well, I'd hardly depict this as a crisis. I do have a few irons in the fire. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
You look like Amy Schumer, but with red hair. I'll try and take that as a compliment. I think I look cuter than Amy Schumer, but that's me.
Nice weather we have been having, or not having. Goodbye.
What's this? Sealed. Interesting.
This unit's current work task takes priorities over conversation. Farewell. Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
No reason to reason with you.
Okay. Can't hack the computer. Can I do a crime? I can do a crime! Wait, did I just lose the ability to pickpocket her? Because I jumped? Fuck! Fuck me! That's fine.
We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet.
Gonna continue my investigation, sit tight.
I suppose some...
Wait, okay.
We're still in Well, don't let me keep you. We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet.
Oh, there we go. I did it again. I fucking did it again. There we go. God damn it. There we go.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachnid's Calicity as slathering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Being attacked, I shot it. There's ghoul.
An opening where the dead Varachnid presumably sprang from. This area is slathered in the species' telltale slime. Look closely. An uncomfortably large arachnid corollary definitely came out of here. Unfortunately, you lack the expertise to determine much else.
All over the spot it emerged. Measure that, maybe.
I have many solutions.
Sorry to cut you off, but I'm encumbered by
Happy to
various
check for
concerns with the
0.07
existential
seconds. Oh,
variety.
time's up. Bye.
Okay, something about the arachnids. Are the spiders intelligent?
Of course she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly
Two
prone to
exemplars,
involuntary
dead as
self-injury.
Pythagoras. No one's been inside operation since. Just a run-of-the-mill golden mean initiative.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Glad those not skilled in math can fulfill some other function. I only question them being enrolled of consumerism. You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
Investigator?
There are a lot of folks with guns around here, and I feel like I'm gonna have to kill a lot of these folks.
Please, don't distract me from my more pressing distractions.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Sealed. Interesting. Records repository. This seems like a place I should try and get into a little bit. See if I can do something about this. Can I jump on top of robots? I don't think so. Sad day.
Always account for standard deviation.
Oh. Alright. Ooh, wait. I was about to say that might be my best chance, but... Damn. Never mind. Here's operations.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Investigator.
Circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Okay, I got about 10 minutes left before I got a split. Valuational dithering.
Keep your digits where I can see them.
Okay.
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. This unit, our banner.
Show your workers shove off.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Or good night.
Damn. Okay. Guess I gotta go to operations. Two order initiates appear to be shot. Based on your determination of the body's state and location, it appears the initiate was forced to fire on the other, who in turn shot him. Oh. They fucking shot each other? Well, that's interesting. Security access card. Who would have that?
May the plan guide you. Investigator. Investigator. May the plan guide you.
Huh.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy.
Oh, you've heard of us.
And who is that you brought with you? A friend? Could that be a
Merrick DeVille, I don't know why your raid just didn't happen, but thank you very much for the raid.
My.
Welcome.
That Earth Directorate support mech is a design classic. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding.
Wait, how could you tell I'm from the Earth Directorate?
I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is purposely not very taxing. Others prefer calculations in their spare time. I have my stories. Between
Gotta watch your
lunches,
soaps.
I enjoyed serials, Two Big Dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and
Aw.
Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. And you decidedly share their upright bearing.
It's
For
true.
the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here you are, well-timed and, no doubt, eager to help.
Darn tootin'. Eagerness and good timing are our calling cards. We'll have this mess sorted in no time.
Oh, you sounded just like Buddy, striving his best to resemble Commander Zane. The similarity was uncanny.
I inspected the bodies of the guards you killed. That took considerable skill.
Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. I didn't mean that to happen. They came at me, weapons drawn. My own training just took over. You see, years ago, I attended an introductory course at the Physical Education Center. I earned top marks.
You seem pretty competent for someone stuck at the initiate level.
I've refused a few promotions over the years. Undemanding work provides me ample personal time.
For my stories!
I enjoy speculative
She gotta
fiction.
have her soaps chat.
Does that make me suspicious?
You protectorate, absolutely. But within the Order, I'm sure you're typically atypical.
Do you have any way to prove your innocence?
Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of.
All right. Svoboda says you might blow this place up. You promise not to if I help you?
If you need to hear me say it, surely. I promise not to destroy this facility with all of us in it. Was that reassuring enough? Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you
Well
have found
done.
something. May the plan favor us against Lorna.
Huzzah! And I did want to get into the records
Always account for
repository
standard
anyway.
deviation.
All right, skill points and perk. Let's go. Wait. Let's also put a point into leadership. Speech. All right. Palm greaser, intimidator. Intimidator looked good, but I'm leaning towards face reader and electrotherapist as my next ones. So let's go with face reader. Plus 20% damage to humans. Boom, nailed it. Oops. Let's see. Messages. Tenured Archivist Lelander. Word of caution. Friendly reminder that there remains a 19.8% chance of one coming face to cephalothorax with a varachnid of uncomfortable size and toothy disposition among the lower levels of the manufactory. Our colleagues in xenobiology note that screaming, flailing one's arm, and other expressions of abject terror only excite the creature further, so please be advised to weep silently during any chance unfortunate encounters. Ever the best, Tenured Archivist Lelander. Ongoing lab use concern. As overseer of this facility, you are clearly allowed full access to all areas and equipment, but your presence in our laboratory remains a distraction at best and at worst a source of anxiety for members of our junior faculty. As you are no doubt keenly aware, even minor disturbances can translate into delays over time. I remain confident you will appreciate my candor and take this in the best possible light. Ever the best, Tenured Archivist Lelander. Launch records. Expunged. Please review backup physical records. Printed backup. Records, you can lick the paper if you're dumb. Wonderful. The launch records consist of a number of instructions that are time-stamped and uniquely numbered. Using the time of the launch Initiate Alva supplied, you were able to look at the recent launch. The entry shows it was directed at Outpost Opportunity. You also detect a slight odor from the records, but it's unclear if that's just the type of paper or a product of the printing process. Look closer. The records clearly shows that Initiate Alva launched the payload at Outpost Opportunity. It's indisputable that she fired the command, though the smell seems curious. I think somebody whiteouted this shit. So, like they straight up are like, yeah, we just pasted over it. We used some whiteout and wrote the name. Let's go. Very interesting. No one would have needed to expunge the records.
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by them, though.
Our Earth Directorate, Fred.
Well, hello. Have an update to share with Initiate Alva?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
You two seem unexpectedly cordial.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
You turn up anything, or remember anything odd earlier?
A recent security audit brought up several curious messages meant for an unknown party, sent from a terminal somewhere on the premises. We were unable to track down the whereabouts of this mystery terminal, but one message contained certain oblique references to placing blame. Nothing conclusive, yet enough to give me pause.
Interesting.
You examined the launch records, yes? Did you find anything, dear?
Records the data had been purged, but the physical records said you'd launched the transport pod.
I suppose the data wipe was meant to cover their trail. The physical records would have been altered, dear, presumably by some difficult-to-discern chemical means. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of
I
thing?
like her
I
as a
watched
character.
Too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them.
That's true. That can't feel too great. Someone left you to pull the trigger.
There should be ample time for regret later, dear. For now, I'll admit the armchair investigator in me wonders about Proctor Svoboda. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of
I hope
inquiry.
she can join my
A
crew.
uranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
How would someone cause a distraction like that?
I expect the uranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
If that's all, I should get going.
All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I got
I'll
you.
stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
Cool. All right, folks, I must away to save my lady love from the clutches of capitalism. It is a difficult job, but one I am up to. A task I can complete. And then I'm gonna make her some delicious ramen and woo her with my feminine wiles.
I wasn't joking. I felt for the man, and thought that if I were just to hear him
Oh.
out, he would at least felt heard, but was unable to fulfill his wishes.
I'm sorry, Sake Tanuki. That sounds like it was hard for both of you. You know, like, obviously he's in a really bad spot, and obviously, like, you wanted to help, but like you can't bring home someone who's demanding to be let into your house, for a whole host of reasons. But thank you for the 5 tier 1 subs, and you know, you did okay, you know? We all got to be there for each other as much as we can be, but like there are obviously going to be limits to what individuals acting within our system can do. That being said, good night, folks, and maybe I'll be back later to play more games. We'll see. Or do more Rudyard content. Well, you know, it depends on what I'm up for. Huzzah! All right.
I will do my best to communicate his identity and needs to the appropriate city services.
Well, Sake Tanuki, that is indeed going above and beyond, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you being in this community, and I'm sure, hopefully, that man will appreciate it too. So, thank you once again. And that being said, folks, I'll see you all later. Bye. I think I'm just gonna end stream because I actually got